everybody, welcome to my channel. I should say hello air signs. Welcome to my channel, the Intuit Cafe, where you get to be your own intuitor. And when you watch the readings, you take what applies and what feels right to you and then leave what doesn't. I am launching this new channel because I've really kind of taken a leap, I guess, in a new direction for my own reading. Starting to read a lot in Lenormand cards, and so I like to do a combination. Sometimes I'll just do tarot card readings, sometimes Lenormand card readings, and sometimes both. And right now I'm doing a weekend look at you guys for December 14, 15, 16. So Friday through Sunday. And then again, these energies, can be really talking about scenarios that have been building up in your life for some time and may still have some time to play out. But it just happens to be that right now they're being focused on for some reason. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually before I do that, I want to just let you know that after you're done watching the reading, if you have any questions and you would like some further clarification for yourself about anything in the reading, in the comments below, write your question and I'll pull 2 or 3 cards and give you a really quick little answer. And I think it'll be a fun way for us to interact. And also, when you like and subscribe, put on the hit the little bell button so that you get notified when there's new videos that come out, because I will be doing daily readings, weekly readings, monthly, and so on. So, all right, so without any further ado, let's get into it. And I have right here pulled the Lenormand cards for the reading, which are in my cute little deck of cards that I just really love. And we'll take a look at those first, and then I'll start pulling some tarot cards to kind of take a further look into what this is all about. So first of all, right off, we have the child, the heart, the mountain, the ship, the fish. The child and the heart together really talk about something new in love. Now, it could be a new love that's coming in, or it could be kind of a new leveling up within a love situation where you're coming into a new understanding, a new connection. But there's definitely newness involved here. I like the cherry blossoms on this card. Actually with Lenormand, you're not really supposed to look at details in the cards, but it just makes me think about spring, and spring being new. And even though we're in the northern hemisphere where it's not spring right now, we're in the middle of winter. It was really nice to think about new things coming in. So, but we do have a big obstacle in the center, the mountain. The mountain talks about distance, and it can, just truly indicate like a long distance relationship that's happening here, or something is separating you from someone that you love, because we definitely have a love situation here. But it also could be that there is separation between the two of you right now, whether you're in, whether you're in union right now or in separation with this person that, is your love interest or love partner. There could be something that is separating, but the fact that there's something new coming in to this love situation is very encouraging. Now, we have the ship and the fish, and the ship is all about travel. It really doesn't have much in any other meaning except other than just specifically travel, and it can be travel by any means, whether it's flying or by boat, car, whatever. So I do feel that there's a trip coming up for you guys. Now, it may not happen over the weekend. It might be something that's being planned on right now or will be planned on soon, but it's just coming up to take a look at. And it does look like the trip is connected in some way with money. So it could be with your finances or with business. The fish card isn't particularly a business card, but if you have in some way if business is being connected to your travel, then that would make sense with that. All right, so we're going to start pulling some cards here. In the first half, I have the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands. Again, this is for air signs. So, and this could be your sun, moon, and rising, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we have travel, and even travel by boat. So there's a little bit of a reflection there. There's definitely going to be some success. I feel like that there's going to be a need for standing up. And this also could be somebody who's resisting something, but I view like standing up for something is kind of even the same thing as resisting. And so I feel like they're connected. We have a 6, and then we have a 7. It's just kind of assuring us that there will be success, but maybe there's some resistance to overcome. Maybe there's some obstacles to overcome, or even, just something you need to stand up into, which I know these are lessons that the universe has been pushing me, or my higher self has been pushing me into standing up for myself in ways that isn't always easy for me to do, but then success does come from it. And it does seem like there's a reunion here. I feel like this is going to be connected with the trip in some way for many of you. But there have been burdens. Something is burdened. That's interesting that fell out. In my last reading that I just did, which was for water signs, we had this one as well as the burdens. Interesting how cards will come up again. And I'm going to put this over here because we have 5, 6, and 7. So there has been a struggle. And I feel like this also can be about conversations and about debates and arguments and tension. And there could be, that this could be connected with the separation. And I'm interested to see what is coming up that's something new. I feel like we've got travel here indicated. We have reunion and connection indicated. Oh, we have the 7 of Swords. Where will I put him? Seven of Swords and 7 of Wands. I feel like it's really talking about the same person. Knight of Swords. We have communication is needed. Okay, I'm just going to ask right off because I'm not really sure what cards. Look at this. I have the 9 of Wands just came out. So we have the 5, 6, 7, and the 9, and then the 10 too, for that matter. And then the Ace of Wands. That's good to have. Let's just put that right here in the middle. I feel like that's our something new right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making sense of this story. It's interesting that we start with something new here, but I feel like the something new is actually coming up after this trip. With this particular Lenormand spread, it can be read in different ways. So I feel like the something new is coming in, and there's some hurdles. There's some things that have to be crossed and some things that have to be accomplished and to get over with before we have that something new come in. Now, there could be a third-party situation going on here. Maybe somebody is involved with someone who's in a third party, or that you are in a third party yourself. But I'm not saying that that's the only meaning. I'm just bringing that up because that might resonate with a few of you. But I feel like it's really about reunion and connecting and celebrating. And I feel like it's going to be really, it's like it's hard fought and hard won, and it's your reward at the end of the trials, because we had a lot of stuff going on over here. We had, the arguments, the battles, the need to stand up and standing up in your power in some way, and maybe, standing your ground. But there's not movement here. There's a lot of movement here and here. But then you just really had to stand your ground about something. But the good news is there's overall success that will, come through to it with the 6 of Swords. the 6 of Wands. So there will be some success with that, but there's some standing up that had to be done. We also have a trip and a movement going on here. And I do feel like that in for a lot of you guys, there's going to be movement away and a trip away from something that was burdensome, and it really could even be connected with this whole scenario over here. And that, I feel like that's what brings in something new. The moving on, whether it's you or someone that you're connected with it just really had a lot of burdens. I really quite feel that these are connected. So let me just move them over here, and we have this is what's going on here. So there's just been, all of this has really been a burden. There's been somebody who's been really, really struggling in a situation. Maybe they're really ready for new love to come in. Have you been watching someone from a distance, someone that you've been connected with, and maybe in the past, there's been a connection between the two of you, but they're stuck in something else. It feels like that's what's happening here. Someone, and now this could be you or it could be the person you're connected with, but somebody has been really in a tough situation. They've been battling it out. They've needed to stand up for themselves, and I really feel like we're being assured here that they do. They finally stand their ground, and then they actually make a step forward in that, and standing up for themselves, and there is success in that. And it really has, all of this has been a burden to them, and I think they're finally ready to just move on and take that trip. Now, the trip can have something to do with financial, there can be something financially connected to the trip, or it could just be that the trip is costing a lot of money, I don't know, or the journey or the trip in some way. But regardless, I do feel like something new does come in. That's where the Ace of Wands, we have so much Wands energy. It's interesting. This is a air sign reading. It would seem almost like the fire sign reading here. So the Knight of Swords is about communication, and I feel like somebody here has been avoiding it. This guy here is trying to sneak off and get away with not having to have the conversation and the talk. But the Knight of Swords is just coming in and saying, we need to have communication, and it could be that's what is coming new in this relationship, that there has been distance, because, and I kind of forgot to talk about this card, this distance has been a burden to this connection, and with this person and what's going on here. The distance has been, could be physical distance. It could be actually separated by a long physical space, but it also is being separated by communication that hasn't been happening. And I feel like that's just coming in. It's like it's being presented in a way that like is kind of unavoidable. This guy here isn't going to be able to get away. This guy's on a horse. He's coming charging in. He's not going to be able to get away with this. He's going to have to end up talking. And it does end up with something good happening. We have a new, fresh beginning, which is what this is all about. New beginning, a reunion, and I think that's where the reunion is overcoming this mountain right here, and that trip does end up making that happen. So again, I thank you all for watching and liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel with others, and I hope to see you back soon.